Welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Tarot by Celeste, and we're gonna do a vibe check for this week. I think it's time for the collective to have one. It's been a while since we did a vibe check, so just want to light some incense, and then we'll get this reading going. In the name of all things holy, by the power of the universe, and in the name of the Almighty, let the message come through as clear as can be. Please clear this deck so we can go do a vibrational check for the viewers to see what is it they should know or be aware of or be in understanding with this week. Okay, what do I need? My pointer. And my crystal wand is my pointer. I have that, and what else? I think that might be it for now. Yeah, so I'm gonna do some cards. I'm gonna pull some oracle at the end. I know what it is. I wanted my microphone, but maybe I'll be okay without it, or maybe not. Maybe we'll use the mic today. I might sound nice. Check one. Okay. This part here. Boom, boom. And this could just, I guess, clip. Well, I don't know where I'm going to clip this. I guess this will just clip here. Great. Uh-oh. That was not successful. Okay, great. Awesome. So we're going to do a vibe check to see what is it that we should be aware of for this week? What should we look out for? What should we possibly stay in tune with? And just what's the overall energy the universe wants you to be in this week? Before I even made the video, I pulled 3 cards to see like what type of tarot reading should I do for my viewers, and 3 cards came out. It was the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords, it was the 6 of Swords, and also the 2 of Cups. So it looks like a lot of viewers, just based on that 3-card pull, want to move away from like the more chaotic, drama-filled energy into a space, like moving into more peaceful waters and into a space that's more harmonious, more peaceful, more being in synchronicity. And with the 2 of Cups, it can be just being in sync with yourself or with the universe or with a partner or loved one or maybe people that you work with. But overall, I'm just seeing like the collective is just like tired of the drama, tired of the negative energy, tired of the chaotic energy, and want to move into a more calmer space. But we'll pull some more cards. And we'll just see like what it is. Alright, so show me in the card. Oops, let's see what came out. Black. Show me in the cards, what is the space, the collective? What is the vibe check for this week for the collective? What is the vibe check for this week for the collective? What is the vibe check for this week for the collective? I don't know why I see an apology. Let's shuffle. What is the vibe check this week for the collective? What is the vibe check this week for the collective? What is the vibe check this week for the collective? What is the vibe check this week? For the collective. What is the vibe check this week for the collective? What is the vibe check this week for the collective? The shot out. Ooh, the Tower. Lord have mercy. Alright, let's pull maybe this week. Let's pull 5 cards. Oh wow, major arcanas. What a big week we have. Okay. Let's pull 5 cards. We're going to look at what this means for our week. And then we're going to pull some oracle cards at the end. Wow. 3 arcanas. Huge. I wonder where my flash went. But I think the lighting is not bad. I also have this. Let me turn this on. Maybe this can help a little bit. Okay. So with the Tower, it's seeming like the chaos is around you. Maybe this is in the workplace or a family drama situation, but it is something that is close to you, but it's not you. It's a situation surrounding you. And it seems like the week is kicking off with potential chaos, sudden disruptions, kind of like what I said when I drew the Knight of Swords. That chaotic energy, sudden disruptions, explosive arguments, or even some revelations, finding out something. That's how this week is kicking off. It could be a collective energy or just something you witnessed. I don't think it's like personally happening to you, but it's something surrounding you. Again, it could be in the workplace, with friends, with family, something you find out from someone else. But that is the energy the week is starting with, which is very much aligned to the Knight of Swords energy I pulled in that first 3 cards I talked about before this reading. In contrast to the Tower, we do have the Empress, and she invites like a grounding energy. When you think about the Empress, she represents the sign of Taurus and also Libra. So it's a sense of balance. It's a sense of justice. It's also a sense of calm. A calm in the chaotic storm. And as we know, the Empress is feminine. She's creative and she's abundant. And in the storm, the Empress is a reminder for you to nurture yourself first. Like, no matter what is going on, you have to make sure that you are okay in the situation. So, depending on the situation, she's also reminding you not to react to what's going on in a fearful way, but in a sense of just knowing. If you have an inner knowing that things will ultimately be okay despite the chaos, or that you will be okay, stay grounded in that energy, which is a part of the vibe check for this week. Excuse me. With the Knight of Cups, this is the emotional messenger. So he's delivering a message. And the collective may be seeking, again, like just like I saw in the 3-card spread, with the 6 of Swords and the 2 of Cups. It's like you all are seeking a calmer space, maybe a heartfelt exchange rather than debates or drama. And I did see that with the 6 of Swords and the 2 of Cups, like maybe just moving away from all the chaotic energy and into a more peaceful, understanding space, a synchronicity with the other person, putting the swords down and picking up the cups, like putting down defensiveness and picking up maturity, understanding, and peacefulness, and also a sense of vulnerability and openness, because it does take that to kind of like let your emotions shine through. So yeah, that's what that's what this card is telling me. And it also tells me, like, if you've been, it's like playing Jenga or stacking Legos or blocks. If you've been in this tit-for-tat type of energy with someone, or it's been happening, this tit-for-tat type of energy in your workplace or in your family or whatever your surroundings are, it's like that dynamic is being let go. You are no longer investing in that tit-for-tat behavior, and instead you're choosing a softer, more intentional connections. And really, because this is coming from deep inside of you or the collective, it shows a sense of moving in the right direction in terms of emotional intelligence, maturity, and development. And with the King of Cups here, it's like very accurate. That's soon and very soon. You'll learn a lot about yourself on how to just develop and sit on your throne and not be moved by the chaos around you and not come off your seat as the Empress and be shaken by anything. Even in chaos, there can still be stillness. With the Hermit, as we know, that is a card. Sorry about that. My camera cut off again. I don't know why that happens so often in these readings. But just to kind of speed things up, because I still want to do the Oracle cards, the Hermit is introspective. He or she or whoever the Hermit is shows up as is looking inward to reflect on what matters the most and to resist acting out or in an impulsive way. So they're going in, kind of like the Cancer card. They're going in and they're going inside of themselves and stepping back and stepping away from the noise that does not serve their peace or the peace they're trying to create or the peace that they're trying to bring. They're stepping away from that or stepping within themselves and reflecting on, is this serving my best interest or my highest interest? If not, I'm stepping away from that. And I'm looking within. With the King of Cups, and with this being the last card, it's telling you again the whole concept of emotional intelligence, being emotionally mature, being calm, and leading in a dignified silence. It's kind of also the idea of leading by example, not with arrogance, but in a graceful way, as we saw here with the Knight of Cups, and also with the Empress. It's the idea of staying cool during anything collective going on, or maybe even something going on in social media or in the media that might become a viral, explosive moment. That's maintaining that sense of inner peace and not melting down. So in summary, this week starts out with turbulence, but it moves into more grounded and mature, intelligent space, emotionally intelligent space. The collective is being called to stay calm through chaos, as we see here and here, especially with the Empress and the Hermit, to stay calm through chaos and to model what it is. Be the change, or demonstrate or lead what it means to choose peace over pettiness. Opting for maturity and learning the power of silent strength, as we see here. Alright, so let's get into pulling the Oracle for this reading, and then we can close out until the next vibe check. So for this, let me turn on this light. So for this, for this week's vibe check, we're going to use the Work Your Light Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. And we're just going to pull a card, or maybe one, or maybe more might come out. We'll see what happens. Just to kind of see like what is in the vibe check this week that the oracles want us to know. And it always aligns for some reason. Just how the cards work. But it always aligns. So what is the vibe check this week for the collective? Dear Oracle, what is the vibe check this week for the collective? Dear Oracle, what is the vibe check this week for the collective? Dear Oracle, what is the vibe check this week for the collective? Dear Oracle, what is the vibe check this week for the collective? What is the vibe check this week for the collective? Oh, okay, looks like 2 cards came out, but we'll take them both. The first card is Share Your Voice, Come Out of the Cave, Persecution, Expression. That makes a lot of sense. I'll just put them down and then we'll get into interpreting them soon. And don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? And again, I think this sharing your voice comes with the idea of the Knight of Cups and the Hermit. Being very thoughtful and very calculated. And not in a bad way calculated, but being very thoughtful in what is it that you want to express. Is it something that's going to calm the waters or stir the waters? Is it something that contributes to the collective or the situation you're in a positive way? Or is what you're sharing going to be harmful and create more chaos? And as you can see, this person is, again, like the card said, coming out of the cave. and into something that's more beautiful. Same here, you're coming away from the drama. So this is definitely the energy you have to be in. But it's going to take a level of thoughtfulness just to remember to stay in this space. You're coming out of the cave, you're moving away from persecution, and you're expressing yourself in a way that's more grounded, in a way that's more regal, like a king or a queen, and in a way that's just way more emotionally and socially intelligent. So that's that card. And this card, don't dim to fit in. With all the chaos, it says, how are you dimming your light in order to fit in? You can be a part of the tit for tat, you can be a part of the fray, or you can do something different and step out on your own and be bold in a sense, to do something differently, and you're going to be seen as different because like you're not going to be a part of the arguments or the office gossip or the family drama, you know. And this is when people are going to say, "Oh, you think you're better than," or "You're acting like." It's not an act. It's genuinely from deep inside, being tired of the nonsense and wanting to approach things from wanting to approach situations from a meaningful space or from a space of wanting calm, wanting change within you, and taking steps to be that more emotionally mature person. And and honestly, in the midst of everything going on, being a leader of sorts, and people will learn from that. And that's why you can't dim to fit in. You're meant to stand out and demonstrate how to lead. And people will definitely, that's even if it takes some time to get on board, it's definitely something they will learn, and it's definitely something that they will learn to follow. So on that note, that is your vibe check for this week. I'm going to do another tarot reading this week. I don't know the topic yet. I'll let the cards let me know what you all want to see. Unless you know, let me know in the comments what it is that you all want to see. But until then, just stay blessed, stay aware, most importantly, and stay in your calm, grounded, peaceful energy. See you next time. Bye.